Tomorrow will be the first official day of me connecting to a new group that is literally for people like me, people who have always been connected to a bigger gift that was within them and knew that they were brought into this world to fulfill that gift that pertains to spirituality, that they were intuitive. They've seen the magic per se play out in their life, and they realize that, you know, they have a bigger purpose in this world to share those gifts and that magic to help others. First off, the lunar eclipse, or Libra Lunar Eclipse, if you don't know, is all about releasing. It's like closing a chapter in your life, releasing something that is no longer aligned to you, that can no longer, you know, continue with you on your path, because it will pretty much be blocking you from a potential blessing, or since it's in Libra, it's blocking you from the relationships, because Libra has to do with relationships and harmony and balance, beauty as well, and values. What in the area of relationships have I, like, where have I changed? What have I let go? What am I getting into? But astrologically speaking, it is a good time for you to look at, if you haven't already, which I'm sure most of us have. If you want to see exactly where this release, this cleansing, this chapter closing is happening for you, you will need to get your astrology chart or your natal chart and look at what house Libra is ruling. And that is where you're going to be experiencing feelings, because this is a lunar eclipse, so that means the moon ties to our physical and emotional needs. When you look at your chart, whatever house Libra is ruling is where you're going to be experiencing feelings of releasing certain ties that you have to people, maybe the way that you approach relationships, because maybe it doesn't mean that you're going to be ending relationships. Maybe you're going to be changing your approach to who you connect with, maybe editing, like, maybe some partnerships that you've had in the past that no longer served you, or if you're in a relationship, you know, it doesn't always have to mean like your relationship is ending. It could just mean that you are realizing that, you know, an old habit that you had in your relationship, it didn't serve the relationship, and it needs to be transformed or changed in some way so you guys can kind of do better, you know, be in more harmony with each other. But also I like to look at the end of the stick, and that's Aries, because the Libra right now is what we are kind of putting a closing to in some area that involves relationships or relating to others or partnering or merging. But the opposite of Libra is Aries. So Aries is all about like tapping into our courage, being fearless, going after the things that we want, being independent. So maybe we need to tap more into our independence, involving something that'll help us in the area of this thing that we need to release or within relationships. So anyways, I'm a Pisces rising. This eclipse is happening for me in well, technically 2 houses. It depends on what type of astrology you look at. I'm a complex person. I like to look at modern astrology, or like, what is it called, Placidus, but I also like to look at traditional, and I like to look at whole sign. But if you want to be very specific, this Libra lunar eclipse is happening at 2 degrees, exactly 2 degrees of the area that we have Libra in our charts. So if you really want to be specific, you will look at what area do you have either 2 degrees of Libra. For example, Libra starts in my 7th house and ends in my 8th house. So in my case, I like to look at both houses and see like which one resonates for me, or blend the two. 7th house has to do with relationships and partnerships. 8th house has to do with shared resources, debt, shared income type of thing, money. Also has to do with your hidden your deep hidden feelings, or more like mental health type of things. And it also has to do with your deep need for intimacy. So it has to do with it could also have to do with more of like magic and stuff like that. So another thing the eighth house rules is death and rebirth, and it could be an actual death that you experience, or it could be an energetic death, which means like I have been very fearful and now I'm letting go and releasing this fear, or this like maybe habit in my life has no longer served me, so I'm releasing it, and that's like more of an energetic death. Or even a relationship. This is a closing into a chapter that we have been in for the past 6 months. So if you know anything about new moons and full moons, you know that this Libra lunar eclipse is the ending chapter to a chapter that started back in last year of October. That's when we experienced the new moon lunar eclipse in Libra. So that meant there was a like new beginning of releasing something that has to do with our area of where Libra is in our charts. So now we're entering the completion period. Like it's like done. Like the chapter is closing, and if we haven't released it, the universe is going to release that for us in some way, or have us enter circumstances where we have to release that. I've already done a lot of videos, by the way. Go to my YouTube channel, Daily Astrology and Spirituality. I have already posted 2 videos of me being very vulnerable about like how in the past year, like how pretty much I'm releasing my like dependency on needing other people for financial support, which is very 8th housey. I have let go of a lot of friends and like people that I used to be close with, I guess you would say. I'm like starting to re-enter or partner with like my type of group, my community. And the fact that it's in the 8th house and it has to do with like magic and stuff, it's just interesting. There's a lot of financial things. There's a lot of like relationship things, even within my personal relationship, like romantic relationship. We have went through a lot of like transformations, and now I feel like we are in a good place because of the transformations that we've had. I was actually grieving a death, a real death of my grandma, and she ties a lot into a lot of 7th house. She was a Libra, and she tied into like, the 7th house, because she was a Libra, but Virgo rules my 7th house, and she was a Virgo moon, and she intertwined in my life a lot. Like, she helped me. She was one of my biggest supporters. She helped me a lot financially. I was really dependent on her, and I had to learn, it was just a lot of things. So if you want to know more about like my experience, I guess, I thought I was going to have time to like go into it, because I'm trying to post this on TikTok, but now I'm over my time, so it doesn't even matter. This is probably going to be on YouTube. This is my 3rd video talking about this eclipse, and I think I'm finally, like, I don't know, I may have more reflections, I don't know, but tomorrow will be the first official day of me connecting to a new group that is literally for people like me, people who have always been connected to a bigger gift that was within them, and knew that somehow they were brought into this world to fulfill that gift that pertains to spirituality, that pertains to like holistic type of spiritual astrology, all that type of thing. They knew at some point in their life that they were intuitive. I was definitely brought into this world to be a healer or an intuitive practitioner, or whatever you want to call it, in some sort. And I literally got connected recently to a group that it's literally called the Magician's Table, and it's 36 people who too know that they are gifted. They have some sort of spiritual gifts, and they are ready to tap into that and actually use it to help other people, and feel confident in it too. So it's a 3-month long what would you call it, experience. And we're all going to be showing up to like this table, virtual table, the magician's table, coming together, and we're going to be practicing on each other. We're going to be giving each other, practicing our gifts, our readings, and practicing on each other so we can get more comfortable into our gifts. And also learn how to actually, practice on other like potential clients, and pretty much show our magic that we have within, like, with each other, so we can also be more confident to put that out in the world. So that's starting tomorrow. And I also, like, there's just so many things that this just connects to. I can talk about it for so long. That's why I have a third video talking about it already. But yeah, last year, I made the decision to leave. I had an old YouTube channel that I started that I grew. Actually, I grew to like over 100,000. I've had millions of views of my videos. I used to do hair videos, natural hair, specifically curly hair. I was, very well known in the natural curly hair community. I worked with brands. I was getting paid. I still get paid but not that much, but I still get paid, from that channel. But I decided to leave it. Long story short, there's more of a story, but I decided to leave it last year. And I made that decision towards the end of last year. And now I think about it, like, that definitely could have tied into the Libra eclipse. Me, feeling like a community, a group, maybe the collaborations that I was doing with like hair content and stuff just no longer serves me. And now, full circle moment, I am tapping. Now that I've gone through the release, which has been really hard, and decided to start a new channel and start a new, I wanted to start this channel to connect to other people like me, who are more spiritual and who do believe in the magic of astrology and spirituality and stuff. So, and now tomorrow marks the first day of our meeting. It's of this whole experience, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just have a feeling that I'm gonna really connect and hope. I'm gonna connect to other people like me, and I'm just really excited. And I'm also gonna learn how to like do readings on other people and really get a lot of experience that I've been wanting to. So I'm just really excited. But yeah, I feel like I've been talking a lot. I go into way more detail on my YouTube channel, so please follow my YouTube channel, because I'm really gonna be sharing my experience, like being in this community, and the magician's table. I'm gonna be taking you guys through my whole experience, my journey with spirituality and astrology, just so much. So posting vlogs, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling really tired. I probably should not even turn on this camera, because I've been filming and posting videos. I think the universe or God is telling me that I need to rest. I received this card today, listen to your heart. And my heart has been telling me that I need to rest, and I just haven't listened to it, so now my head is pounding. I just have so much I want to do, but then at the same time, we are in eclipse season. We are about to enter Mercury retrograde, which is all about slowing down, and I don't want to learn the hard way that I need to slow down. So, but I'm just so recharged right now. Like, I feel like the eclipse was a definite recharge for me, because now I feel free that I've let go of this part of me that no longer serves me, and I'm ready to tap into this new beginning. Yeah, okay, that's it.